With nearly 40 years of crabbing on the Chesapeake Bay behind him, Maryland waterman Bob Evans begins each day with a time-tested routine.
When I get down here in the morning, I check my boat out, check my engine out, and make sure everything looks good. All right, men, cut her loose. Let's go to work. And then I start thinking about where I'm going to go, which ones I'm going to do first, where they're going to be at. It's a challenge just to figure out nature, to figure out just what the crabs are going to do, be one step ahead of them. That's the real challenge. All right, men, battle stations. Let's get her doing.
During the summer months, Bob and his crew pull about 300 crab pots out of the water every day, working an assembly line packed with anticipation.
It's Christmas morning every morning. It's just like pulling up the pots. It's just like opening a present.
They empty the bay's signature blue crabs into the hopper, measure and sort according to size and sex, add fresh bait to the traps, and throw them back overboard.
Yeah, we don't talk a whole lot. We're too busy. We get real excited and start talking when it's a lot of crabs. Haven't seen any great loads this year, but the secret to catching seafood is not putting your gear where you caught it today. Put it where you think it's going to be tomorrow. Some days you make all the right moves, and some days you make all the wrong moves.
But lately, Bob and his fellow watermen find themselves navigating more than just crab pot buoys. A series of economic and environmental minefields lie squarely in their way.
Come on, let's roll. When we first started, the water was a lot cleaner. The regulations weren't as bad. We could work with smaller boats and less gear and make a living. It's really tough times right now, and a lot of watermen have had to leave the water and get shore jobs, and they're only working on the water part-time. They don't want to do that. They want to work on the water all the time. See, what we do is not a job, it's a way of life.
And so, with their livelihoods completely dependent on the bounty of the bay, it's no wonder watermen consider themselves stewards of the bay.
Well, if we don't take care of our resource, I lose my living. I lose what I love the most. The bay's in terrible shape, and if they don't take some drastic measures, we're going to lose it.
This is not the same Chesapeake Bay that we had 50 years ago. It essentially supports fewer critters and more people, and when you put those two together, it makes everything more difficult.
How many times are we going to have to pull the net up today?
Today, Lynn Fegley, Glenn Davis, and Aubrey Barton cruise to one of 37 locations on the Chesapeake where they trawl for information about the blue crab.
What we're looking for are, crabs of all sizes, from juvenile crabs, as small as they get, up to big, big Jimmy crabs.
This crab census dates back more than 30 years to 1977.
Over the years, what we see through all of our surveys together is a crab population that is naturally extremely variable from year to year. But we also see that over the last decade, there's been a persistent decline. Since the mid-1990s, we've seen the abundance of blue crabs drop roughly 70%.
Immature female, carapace width 85.
The trick is, because we're surveying all around the bay and we do multiple surveys, the interpretation of what you're seeing really comes when all the numbers are in and the data are looked at, so you can see the whole picture. That's the most important thing.
Largely thanks to what the researchers have found out here, Maryland and Virginia acted together this year to enact new management policies. The new rules ban the autumn harvesting of all female crabs, beginning in late October.
What we would like to do is increase the number of adults that are capable of spawning. It's impossible to separate the blue crab from the people who make a living on the blue crab. But if we can increase the abundance of these animals, what that provides is a more stable platform for the crab fishery, and some of these crabbers' children can think hard about getting into the industry and making it.
Somewhere across the water, Bob Evans appreciates the effort.
Good and steady, nice crabs. I'm in favor of the new regulations. They're trying to go about it the right way. Instead of putting us out of business, they're putting a limit on the females. We've been after putting a limit on the females for years.
Despite the difficulties, Evans loves what he does and expects it to last well into the future.
It's a good, honest living, and it's a challenge. We love it. It's a passion. I'm optimistic because you have a certain amount of people like these guys that work for me that are dedicated to it, and they're going to make it work.
After all, survival in this business means looking beyond one day's catch.
The secret to this business is not how many bushel you put on the boat, it's what you have in the bank at the end of the week. I was very happy today. Some days you eat chicken, some days you eat feathers. We had a nice chicken dinner today.